Hi Flosstube. I'm Rolanda.
And I'm Kylie.
And this is
Rose Crafty Corner. Welcome to everyone, whether you've seen us before or you're brand new. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. We're so grateful to see our numbers continuing to climb. Just really happy that everyone's here.
And for those of you who are keen-eyed on Halloween, we've changed the board up again. We've added a few more things.
As we do.
So you can look at them as well.
Yep. So this is part 2 of our Spooktober month.
Yeah, like where has this month gone?
I don't know.
I've been super busy, so I don't know if it's just gone quickly because of that, or if everybody feels that October has gone quickly. I don't know. Yeah,
well, I have not worked on everything I wanted to work on, or as much as I wanted to either. So,
and when the wheel doesn't spin it up,
yeah, that's right.
You can't do it.
We are primarily a cross-stitch channel. We do obviously have some themed videos like we do at the moment. So we're doing Spooktober for the entire month of October, where we are just working on our spooky projects.
Yep.
Yes, and as Rose said, we are relying on wheel spins each day to decide what we're working on.
Today's earrings are ghosties. Which are really cute. And I got a brand new t-shirt which says Boo. And it's a little girl, but that's all you can see. And you've got your jack-o'-lanterns on.
I got my jack-o'-lantern earrings. I only have one set of Halloween earrings.
And
I have a new t-shirt too. It's Winnie the Boo.
Yep. I like to have a bit of fun and dress up, you see.
I love Winnie the Pooh and I love Halloween things, so it
kind
of combined them. So,
yeah. Done.
Yep.
Alrighty.
We should get into our new starts, I think.
We should get this show on the road.
Because, rambling. That's what we do. Okay, so.
New starts.
My first new start, we did say last time we were going to go down to RAK'S and see our friend Denise for her birthday, and that we were starting patterns by the Blue Flower.
Yes.
So the one I started was called Haunted Hounds. And it's a freebie on the website for the Blue Flower, and I'm stitching it on a 14 count grey Ada, and just using mostly my unknowns and 1 week's dye works colour on that. So yeah, started on the 9th of October, and since then I've done 158 stitches, which has brought it to 15.66% complete.
Wow, 15% already.
Yeah. Well, you know, I've got half a doggy almost.
Yeah, it's a small pattern.
It's not a very big pattern.
Yeah.
It's just over 1,000 stitches. So shouldn't take me too long to get through that one.
Very cute.
Yeah. And then I had another new start, which is At My House by Flossabilities. And I am stitching this one on an Ada from number 12 Stitch Co. that I bought at the first retreat we went to.
Yeah.
It's an 18 count. I don't have a colour name, but with it looks a bit like her current salted caramel that she does on linen. It's that sort of colour.
It's a nice sort of tanny light brown.
Yeah.
Mixed beigey kind of colour, isn't it?
Yes. And I'm using mostly the called for threads. I have changed a couple of them up a little bit, but you can see I started in the bottom left-hand corner and have just been working footpath again.
This one and the other one started with the footpath.
Yep.
And by the other
grass, actually, it is.
Yeah, I was going to say it looks like grass. The other one I was referring to is her trick-or-treat town.
Which you'll see shortly. So yeah, At My House I did 191 stitches, which has brought it to 2.33% complete.
There you go.
And then I had another new start, which is Witch's Brew from Kirstland's. So it's a monochromatic pattern, and
That's the right way up?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just got to make sure.
Yeah. So I actually started in the middle with that one. So that is this bit in here with the little birdie on the hat.
Ah, of course it is. Yeah, I see it.
And the curve of the hat going up, but I haven't come back down yet.
Yeah.
So on this one, I've only managed to get 177 stitches done, which has brought it to 1.07% complete. And I hand dyed the fabric myself to match as close as I could. So it's a nice bright fluoro green.
Yeah.
And just stitching it in DMC 310 the black. So, and that's a 16 count Ada that I am using, and started that one on the 18th of October.
Nice.
And that is all my new starts.
All your new starts?
At this point, yeah.
Okay.
I've still got a couple that haven't come up that I haven't started yet, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. All right. Now, I had 3 as well. So we both had 3 new starts. Wow, look at that. Okay. Now, this was one of the wheel spins that come up. And last time I was talking with you guys about my Eek Boo Shriek and should I do Trick or Treat next to it. And I was kind of a little undecided while we were filming. But then after we finished filming, I was like, just go with it. So Trick or Treat came up and I actually worked on Trick or Treat. I didn't end up going to Eek Boo Shriek like I thought I would. So this one, I did one day 560 stitches, and look how, like, it's almost finished. They're only super tiny. I'm working off a paper pattern, so I don't have any stats for you. But yeah, I've got a little pumpkin to put in, and I was surprised how quickly this one came together, but I think because the border is so repetitive, and I already did that with Eek Boo Shriek, I could kind of do it without having to look at the pattern. Yeah. Yeah, so that was that one. And then the one that I started for Denise's birthday is called Seasons of the Heart, Hearts for Pam. And this is the Australiana one that was done. And I'm going to make sure I get it the right way up because it's deceiving at this point.
It is a little.
And it's by the Blue Flower. So it's the first day I worked on it was Denise's birthday, and then it spun up again. So 2 days in total, 532 stitches, and I'm at 13.5%. My goal for this one was the heart and the border. So this is the middle part of the heart that comes around, and there's little animals and flowers and things going around. Now, because I'm using an overdyed thread there, I didn't want to jump from here up to here. So I did the bat and then I continued on. So the bat just snuck in there. So if this comes up again, I'll go back to working the heart and then the border.
Very good.
But yeah, I love that one.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's what I plan to do at some point.
Yeah. And then
well,
I had a rogue new start.
This one's not a spooky one either.
No, it's not a spooky one. This is part of my haul. I bought this one from Coco, and I'm pretty sure it was one of the new needlework releases, maybe. The marketplace. And I had a wedding anniversary in the last fortnight. So I decided to do this one. And it's called To Have and To Fold. And it's by Silver Creek Samplers. I spent the one day, which was the wedding anniversary, on it, and did 581 stitches, and it's now 20.6%. And I was like, that's the width of the whole thing.
Yeah,
it's not wide at all. And it's, this one is on a piece of Paddock Lane Designs misdyed fabric, and I just loved the part of the blue there. You won't see any of the misdye in this section, and but I love them because she sells them a bit cheaper, and I work with the misdyes. It doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, it all depends where it is, I think.
But so I've got the laundry in, and I did, and then the first part of the end. And I was like, I'm calling it quits and going to bed. So I was really liking that one. And I showed my husband, and he's like, the laundry? You just did the laundry. I was like, yeah, I know. Anyway, that's all of my new starts.
Okay, so we'll move into our whips.
Yeah.
So we've both been working on some Halloween calendars.
Our focus pieces for the month.
Yes, so my aim was to stitch at least one, well, not at least, stitch one block each day.
Yep.
And I am one day behind. because other things have been taking priority over the stitching, getting ready for the upcoming retreat.
Yeah.
So
busy women where you've been.
Yeah. So and in order to be able to stitch on my other things as well.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I've stitched on this one actually took me over 2 days because I just didn't have the time. So I'm going to try, when I do have more time, to do 2 small ones in one day.
Okay, and then that'll bring you up
back up.
Yeah.
So you'll have seen the cover photo now, so we'll show you. Here I am. So I've done the ghost and the skeleton and the ghost face mask in glow in the dark, and I think that's all I've done in the glow in the dark. I'm using a lot of just random threads, although I have used a couple of Romy's threads, because this is 31 Days of Halloween by Romy's Creation. I didn't say that before. And I'm stitching it on a 14 count Ada from DMC Charles Craft one, and it's called Sandstorm. And yeah,
it's kind of the orangey yellowy one.
Yeah, which I thought worked well for this. So I started this one, I started doing the frame in August and had that completed so that I could just go ahead and fill in one each day. So the one that took me 2 days was this one here. I did the white, what did I do? Yeah, I did the white face one day and then filled in the black the next day. So that was the one that took me over the 2 days because there was a fair bit of stitching in that one.
Yeah.
So there is a spider web to go in here, which I'm thinking I might use the glow in the dark thread for as well. And then Boo here will be only a small one as well. There's a couple of other little ones, so I'll see what I feel on the day.
Nice.
When I go to do it. But yeah, I'm loving how it's coming up. So I am using 2 of the threads that I got in my Halloween mystery box from Romy's Creations, and one of them is this blue, and also the grey that I've used on this kitten here. I've been putting it to my kids. What do you want me to stitch next? And one of them loves cats, so you know it was always the cat ones were first, and one wanted the ghost and then the skeleton, or vice versa. So they've been picking sometimes, and
so now that there's no more cats or ghosts or skeletons or anything, I wonder what they'll choose next.
We'll see.
Yeah,
I'll probably make my own decision today, depending on how much time I actually get to stitch with filming and everything.
Yeah, that's right. It's always a shorter day of stitching when we're filming.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, it's been shorter days anyway, doing lots of other things. But yeah, absolutely loving doing that one. Really enjoying it. And because a lot of them are under 100 stitches in the squares, it is actually easy for me to keep up as a daily stitch. So,
did you say how many stitches you did in total the last 2 weeks on that one?
No, I have done 1,282 stitches.
Oh, nice.
And 50 backstitch.
Oh, nice.
And that's brought it to 72.62% complete.
Oh, excellent.
So if one of the days I have a bit more time, if I can do 2 in one day, then I'll be back on track to keep up with it to finish at the end of October.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yay,
alrighty.
So exciting.
Yes.
And Rose's been stitching a calendar as well.
Yes.
So she's been stitching
Halloween Calendar by Tiny Modernist. I'm super excited about this one. As you guys will have seen, you know, from last time, I'd already had some on there and then I continued on. And then this time I've almost finished the 3rd row. So I've only got a witch's hat to go in this one and then that'll be finished. So that'll be today's. I tried to get it done last night, but I was just too tired after everything we're doing. But this one here, 15, was a massive beast. It was over 1,000 stitches, that one.
just in that one square.
Yeah. So it was a couple of days that one went over. I did the eyes and the number first and then filled in I did a little bit of the fill in and then I did another character or day and then I would come back for a bit more fill in and then finally got that one done. So I was very happy with that.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? At this point, it's telling me that it's going to be finished on it keeps changing from the 29th to the 30th to the 31st of October.
Depending on how many stitches
Depending on
the
stitches I get in, yeah.
Yeah.
And the fabric is hand dyed by me. A happy accident. I'm going to call it that.
Yeah.
It was a 14 count, but now it's more like a 15 count. It's still acting like a 14. When you obviously when I pull it back, you can't see the fabric through the stitches. But if you look up close at the darker stitches, then you can see through it kind of a little bit, which is not my favorite. But I figure that once it's up, people are not going to be going right up to it to look at that. They're going to look at the overall picture, and then they may zoom in to look at, they may go closer so they can zoom in on a actual day or whatever. So I spent whole 12 days. I didn't stitch on this every day last fortnight. And I did 4,171 stitches. And we are at a total of 81.07%. So she's a big girl, but she's almost done. I'm loving the fact that I only have this bottom row and just this witch's hat to go. So yeah,
that's good.
I'm really loving that.
On track for finishing by the end of the month.
Yes.
Woohoo! All right. So now I'll just continue with the rest of my whips. So I stitched on Stay Spooky.
Yeah.
And Stay Spooky is from Cute Embroidery by Kate, and it was in the 2024 Halloween Just Crossstitch magazine. And I'm stitching it on a blue plastic canvas, which is a 14 count, and just using my unknown threads on that, except for the ghosty. He's in glow in the dark, and his friend when he comes in will be in glow in the dark as well. So it looks so cute in the glow in the dark.
It's starting to look more like a pumpkin now too, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to work my way around and up to wherever the top is, because then I can cut off the excess.
If you put your hand in front again, like up here, put your hand up here for a minute.
Because
let me guide you. That there is the true colour of the perforated plastic.
Oh, okay.
When she takes her hand away, you'll see it gets
pales
lighter.
out,
Yeah, because it almost looks like a kind of, you know what I mean? But it is actually blue.
Yes, it is a light blue. So on that one, I stitched 168 stitches, which has put it at 34.99%. Would you believe? I know. Tiny little bit more would have pushed it over.
Yeah, so close.
Anyway.
Never mind.
Okay, so then I also have Halloween 2021, and it is a free pattern from Stitch Wit. It is on their website, and I have changed it, obviously, which you'll see from the cover photo. I'm stitching it on a 14 count black Ada and using a couple of silks for you that I had in my stash. So I've put green up the top for the stem, and then I'm just using this beautiful orange one for the pumpkin, and that one is SPR 24-005. And it's just got a slight variegation to it, which you can kind of see there's some lighter bits in there. Which
there you go, you can see the variegation.
Yeah, and I'm just loving how it looks on the black, and So I did 798 stitches on that one, which brought it to 52.17%. So I'm just over halfway.
Over halfway.
Yay.
Excellent.
So looking forward to getting more progress done on that one when it spins up next.
Yep.
Started that one on the 2nd of October this year. So the next one I worked on was Touch of Magic from Caterpillar Crossstitch. And I'm stitching this one on a 14 count Ada called Witch's Brew from Paddock Lane Designs.
It's an opal one too.
It is an opalescent one, so it's got the sparkles. And I'm using my CXC flosses, and I've matched DMC numbers where I could, but I didn't have all of them, so I've substituted some of them in there as well. And since we showed it last time, I've done 462 stitches, which has brought it to 6.31%. Now Ro is also doing this one.
Yeah.
So she can show you hers and talk about it, and then we'll show you a comparison.
Yes. Alrighty, so this is mine, and I did where are we? 1 day on it, and I did 464 stitches, and I'm at 14.74.
words.
14.74%. And my goal is complete for this one for October, for Spooktober. So I'm so excited about that. If you remember last time, I was only 33 stitches off getting my goal.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I'm not just going to do 33 stitches, get my goal and then call it.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep going for as long as I can and get what I can get. So I finished off the word black cat because I'd already started part of that, and I finished the spider and I did this little thing. So next time I go to it, I'll do the word trick.
Yeah. So there's the two of them together, and they are going to look quite different because they're obviously on different fabrics.
Yep.
And we're using different colours. And
Yeah, I've changed up all my colours.
yeah, and I'm not stitching the little creepy crawly thing.
Yeah, and that's where our percentages will differ too, because
I may stick another star in there or something to,
yeah,
if I feel it needs to be filled, the space, but otherwise...
Or a cute little pumpkin, because it's kind of roundish.
Yeah, but then there's already a pumpkin underneath treat, so...
Yeah.
Which I've done the stem of.
You'll work it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really happy with that one.
Yeah, me too.
Mine was stitched on the Even Weave Brittany, which I got from Crafty Threads, and I absolutely love this fabric. It is, I'm going to say, probably my favourite type of fabric now to work on.
Yeah.
Because it's just so easy to work on. Like if you've never tried the Even Weave Brittany before,
I haven't.
Give it a go, because
Well, give me some and I will.
I don't have any to
You don't have any spare?
because all mine is taken up with projects already. So yeah, I love that one, but I'm so glad that I can now tick off one of my goals complete, and it's come off my wheel, so I can focus on the other pieces and get that sort of worked out.
Nice. Okay, so then the next one I worked on was Trick or Treat Town by Flossabilities. And I'm doing this as a stitch along with Amy from Anxiety.Stitched. She's way further ahead than I am. She's had a bit more time. The days that this has spun up have been days that I've ended up quite busy and not been able to get much done on it. Okay. So
hold that up.
Put that on there.
Yep, put that on there.
For a minute. So I started down in the bottom left-hand corner and did foot puff. So I just went across.
The other one I was referring to before.
I went across as much as I could in the hoop, and then I got bored doing that. So then I started going up a bit more, and I've started the bottom of the where are we? The lamppost over here. So we'll put up where I was before, and I'm stitching this one on a Belfast linen 32 count grey stars, which I got from Crafty Threads. And I am using the called for DMC on this one.
Nice.
And started it on the 1st of October. And again, I will not be stitching spiders. And I probably won't need to stitch the stars either because there's stars on the fabric.
Yep.
And these are tiny little, confetti stitches along the top with the stars. Some of the bigger ones I might, depending on where they fit around the stars that are already on the fabric.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I did only 134 stitches on it in the last fortnight, which has brought it to 3.32% complete. But I look forward to working on that one again because I really enjoy it.
Okay.
Next, I worked on on Witch's Hollow, and that is from Autumn Lane Stitchery.
Yeah.
And I am stitching it on a 20 count orange even weave, like kind of a burnt orange, and using the called for DMC, I'm stitching it 2/2, so it'll be a fairly decent size, but I didn't want to do it 1/1 on this because it would have been really tiny.
Yeah.
So, and this
would have been cute.
It would have been very cute, but I feel like some of the detail would have got lost.
Yeah. I feel like this one kind of needs to be big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maximum impact.
So I did only 91 stitches on this one, and that brought it to 5.16% complete. Now I started this one as a stitch along with Adelaide from Adelaide Stitches as her birthday stitch along.
Yes, the orange fabric Halloween sale.
Yes. So this was mine. And I love it, and I want to keep doing more on that too.
The one I did for her birthday sale is is here.
Yeah. A little one, not
Yeah.
this gigantic one.
No, I'm smart. I didn't choose a gigantic
Well, I
one.
did the same one Adelaide did, okay?
Yeah, you did. And plus, I gave you this for your birthday because
Exactly.
you know, you knew
So
I knew you wanted
it's a double
it.
birthday.
So yeah, it was obviously going to be the one that you were going to stitch.
Yeah.
I just had a lot going on, and I thought I can't commit to a big one, so I
Yeah.
just did a small one, and I was
Well,
like,
I never put a finish timer on
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Okay, then the next one I did, my
Yes.
last whip, is
da 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 da.
Halloween Quaker from Lila's Studio on Etsy. And I'm stitching it on a 20 count Ada called Turbulent from Paddock Lane Designs. I just thought it suited this really well. And
It's another pretty opal one. Can you see the
yeah,
shiny?
it does have opal in it.
There
It does
we
show
go.
up in the lights.
Yeah.
So I started this one in October last year when we did our first Spooktober
Yep.
videos.
Yep.
And it's still going because it's quite a big one.
Oh yeah, she's a big girl.
And I have substituted some of the colours. I already had some other variegated colours in my stash.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have any weeks or any of the, fancy hand-dyed ones before I started this.
Yeah.
So I just used whatever ones I had. Some of them were DMC, some were Anchor, some were unknown brands. I have no idea.
Some are randoms.
Yeah, just randoms. So in the last fortnight, I had to unpick what I had done in here because I'm supposed to be stitching it 1/1 and I did 2/1 and it just seemed quite bulky. Rose said I should have left it, but
Yeah,
I
reckon-
wasn't happy. I didn't like that it was raised more than the
Yeah.
border. I want it all to look the same. So I unpicked it and then I stitched all of the inside of that. I already had the border around it,
Yeah.
but I stitched everything that was inside it.
And the only part she had to frog was the inside part, wasn't
Yes.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. And so that was 339 stitches, which made it 15.8% complete.
Yeah. See, to me, it didn't look bad because it kind of just looked like a feature, like it kind of looked a little bit 3D. And then I said, if you do another one over the other side or up here or whatever, and then you can have like a couple of little like 3D ones, but she didn't like it.
No. To me, it was easier to unpick 100 or so stitches than to try and remember, I've got to do 2/2 somewhere.
Yeah.
2/1, I mean.
You knew.
And
yeah.
it's too thick on the,
Yeah.
because it's 20 count. I just found
Yeah.
2/1 was too thick.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't
I've
notice
looked
it when I
back
was
at-
stitching it.
I've looked back at some of the 20 counts that I've done, and I do 2/1 full cross, and some of them perfect, but the hand-dyed ones, I think because they shrink a bit, I'm a bit like, oh, it's a bit chunky.
Yes, and because that is a hand-dyed one, I did feel it was a bit too raised
Yeah.
on the fabric, and I just wanted it all to look, uniform. So
Yeah. Alrighty. Now I have a restart. So it's a new start for the new piece, but I've included it in the whips because
it was a whip.
it was a whip. So this is Flying Lesson by Silver Creek Samplers. This is where I was. Okay, so that's what you saw when we did our Spooktober plans, I think it was. We showed them. Yeah, so this is where I was. And I felt that the moon wasn't showing up enough. And I mean, like, you can kind of see it if you really zoom in and if you really look at it, like, closely. But I wasn't happy. So what I did was I got some fabric as a rack from Louise, one of our friends that goes to stitchy meetups with us. And I thought, that's perfect. So I restarted it and I ended up getting in the whole word night.
Yay!
So this was over 2 days, 528 stitches, and I'm now at 12.48%. And to be quite honest with you, the percentage is not that far different from what you just saw. So
you started in the middle this time instead of from the top.
yes, yeah. Last time I started
Gonna hold
top
them both
left,
up together.
yeah, because I had a heap of fabric. But this one I've worked it out that I wanted to be kind of centered. So I thought I'll start in the center. And And obviously I haven't got a lot of margin here, but that's fine because I already know what I want to do with it. I don't need a lot of margin. And this one was a 20 count, I think, and this one's a 14 count. So obviously you can see already how big the difference is going to be. Like, you know, obviously that part is not exactly this part, but you can see by the words. So yeah, that's that one.
So kind of a new start, kind of a whip.
Yeah. So from now on, it'll be classified as a whip.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, that's that one. And then we have the Sorceress. Now, this one's been called up a few times, but I've only been able to get to her for one day because the other time she's been called up, I've been too busy during the day. Then got to Halloween calendar, and by the time I was finished with Halloween calendar, I was, nah, I'm done. Yep. So this is where we are now. Alrighty, so as you can see, between last time and this time, we've got a cat starting to come in. So we've got, this is the head, and then you've got, you know, the ears, and where the stitches are missing in the middle there is the eye. And then so there's the rest of the dress. She's a wide girl with her dress. There we go. There's the full dress. But yeah, so I thought, oh, that's so cool. And I said to my husband, oh, we've got a pussycat coming in now. And he's like, it looks like a dragon. And I was like, what? I don't know. What? I mean, I know it's a cat.
I can see it, yeah.
He reckons that this is the head of the
quite
dragon.
The imagination.
He does have an imagination, yeah. He reckons this is the head of the dragon, and that's like the wings on the back, and the dragon comes down here. And I was like, okay, I understand, I can see what you're saying, but it's definitely not a dragon, it's a cat. So
very good.
I do love working on this one as well. I just, as I said, when it's been called, I haven't been able to get to it, and it's been really sort of like, oh, I want to stitch on that one.
It's a bit like me with the trick or treat town because I want to catch up to Amy.
Yeah. So that one
never
was one day. I got 333 stitches, and it's at 5.77%. And I actually had a chuckle to myself because 333, the stitch count, is also one of the colours in this. So I was like, oh, that was cool.
Very good.
Now that's all the whips.
That's all the whips. Do you have any finishes?
We got a pile of whips here. Not this week.
Me neither.
Not this fortnight.
Do you have any FFOs?
Nope.
Nope. Me
Not
neither.
this fortnight.
All right. So that was quick of to going through our finishes.
Done.
Okay, so we'll move on to our plans.
Yes, I've got a few plans.
We do have some plans. Obviously, we're going to keep going.
We always have a few plans.
Life would be boring if we didn't make plans.
And you know, we can break them if we want to. Yes. You know,
plans are not, definite.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway,
they're not definite until they're done.
Yeah. So anyway, the plan for the rest of October is obviously keep going on all of our Spooktober patterns,
finish
with our
calendars.
wheel spins, get the calendars done on the last day of the month,
which will be retreat.
You may get it done before that. And then our next plan is retreat.
Well, actually, no, I'm going to save part of it to stitch it at retreat.
Are you okay?
Yeah, so I want to
I'll probably stitch my last one at retreat as well.
Yeah, I want to just finish it on the last day to say, I stitched it every day in October.
Of the month, yes.
Well,
yes,
I didn't, but
too.
So close enough.
I did. I have been stitching on
As
it
I said,
every day.
I only stitched 12 days out of the last 14. So.
I've stitched on it every day.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, and then at the end of the month, we leave for our retreat.
Yep.
And that is for a weekend of stitching,
Stitchy fun.
Eating, sleeping if you want to.
Yeah, laughing.
Yeah, lots
creating
of laughing.
Memories, meeting new people.
Yep. And there's a freebies table, and there's usually a goodie bag, and there'll be some shop stalls, and
all the general retreat
There's one
stuff.
I know, it's called Rose Crafty Corner. Oh, and another one, Kylie's Crafty Notions. That's why we've been so busy.
Yes, we've been retreat planning.
Rose's been making her products, I've been making my products, and we're trying to get as much as we can ready for retreat.
That's why I say with like the Sorceress, I haven't got to it because by the time I've finished my work day,
We use that term loosely.
Yes, we do. It's not like anybody else's work day, let me believe you.
No.
By the time I sit down, have dinner, get my calendar done, you know, sometimes depending on the square, it can be quite a lot of stitches.
Yeah.
So if it's a lot of stitches, I just don't get to the next thing before I need to go to bed.
That's where I have the advantage of mine aren't numbered, so I can do in whatever order I
Yeah.
like. So I'm like, well, I might have time to do that one today.
Yeah.
Let's knock that over.
I mean, I could have jumped. I could have jumped,
Around.
like changed. There was jumped and changed was jumped, right?
Of course it was.
I could have jumped around and changed to whatever one I wanted to. But when it's on the scroll frame, I didn't want to have to keep rolling up and rolling down. Yeah. So I wanted to get one line done and then roll it up and then another line done and then roll it up.
Because I put mine in the hoop frame, I pick what spot I'm going to do. I put a small frame on it and stitch that square and then that's done.
Yeah.
And I can take it out and put it away. It's a bit easier for me.
It's not as bulky.
No, definitely not. It's a much smaller pattern. So, what are we planning to stitch on at retreat?
Okay, well, I am starting Halloween Quaker. Kylie's already started.
Continuing Halloween Quaker.
Yeah, so that's on the 31st because that is the first
Halloween.
day. Yeah. Don't hold me to getting a lot done because
the first day is always the busiest.
First day, I mean, we don't get in until the late afternoon, or sort of mid to late afternoon.
Yeah.
And then by the time we say hello to everyone,
we get our shop set up, we get our stitching out at the time we're allowed, and we actually get to start stitching.
And then people want to
shop at our shops.
Yeah, people want to shop straight away because they want to get in and get all the good things before they miss out.
Yeah.
So Friday is usually a pretty busy day.
Yes.
And I'm usually pretty wrecked afterwards.
So not a heck of a lot of stitching gets done that day.
But I will be starting in the middle. Maybe we could just pop the picture up again now. I'm going to start where the moon is. So come down, and I'm actually going to do that in glow in the dark. I was talking to Kylie a little while ago and I thought all my moons and my ghosts and skeletons from now on, they're all going to be glow in the dark. So, I mean, I quite like working with the glow in the dark thread. I don't have a problem with it at all.
Yours is different to mine though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you've got the petite.
Rainbow Gallery Petite Treasure Braid, but I've also got the DMC one as well.
Yeah, the DMC one I find does come apart.
It does split a little bit, yeah.
But bit of thread magic.
Shorter lengths and thread magic helps there, yeah.
Yep. So I'll have to pack that.
Pack that.
Yeah.
If you don't have thread magic, you can also use beeswax, but I don't like using beeswax. So that's on the Friday. And then on the Saturday is the one
That's our one full day that we get.
Is the one I showed you last time in my haul, which was the 80s pattern by Fiddlesticks AU. So that will be the Saturday.
And on the Saturday, I will be in my supernatural era because the theme of the retreat is eras.
Eras, yeah.
So
not the Taylor Swift eras.
No.
Eras as in
you can if you want,
decades
I suppose,
and things.
But, I will be in my supernatural era because I have obviously a Halloween t-shirt to wear on Halloween while I'm stitching my Halloween Quaker. I have supernatural t-shirts that I can wear while I'm stitching supernatural projects.
We're very coordinated.
I'm coordinating my outfits to my projects.
Yeah, me too.
And I also, so both of the supernatural ones I've got are on linen, and they'll be probably fine doing one or the other during the day, or maybe I'll work on one in the morning, one in the afternoon. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
We'll see. And then in the evening, I'm going to stitch on something easy, which is going to be my friend's pattern. Because I also have a friend's t-shirt.
Yes. You're going to change halfway through?
I have one that actually combines friends and supernatural in one t-shirt.
Oh, yes. I remember seeing that one.
Yep.
Yes.
So maybe it'll be that one. And then on the Sunday.
We only have really about half a day.
Yeah, kind of. I think that one I was probably still going to maybe do supernatural because I have more than one supernatural t-shirt.
I'm not sure yet if I'm going to continue with the 80s pattern or if I'm going to start a new one. And I bought a new one in haul. I will show you. And if I do continue with that one, then you'll see it very shortly. If not, I will continue with the 80s pattern because, as I said, it's just after lunch we have to pack up and go.
Yeah.
So again, it does take time to pack up the shop. It does take time to get all the last minute purchases and things in and, some people start leaving mid-morning, you know, because they've got traffic or whatever.
Depending on how far they got to go. Yeah.
Yeah. So last year when we were there, I started 3 new projects, 1 each day. And it
was a lot.
This girl was one of them. And I didn't get much done on her.
She's still going.
So I kind of think because I'm so busy with all the things, I may not get a lot done.
No.
So we'll see how we go. Whatever I get done, I'll be happy with. I'm just happy to get away.
It's just good to get some progress. And, you know, we socialise and everything as well.
Yeah.
And we stop to eat.
Yeah.
We don't just keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
And we do
and
sleep.
then, you know, like there is a cut-off time at night time when we, you know, have to leave the stitchy room. And so you can stitch back in your room if you want to, but I think
you're sharing with someone
time.
who goes to bed earlier than you? No, thanks.
I sort of think that's my time to wind down anyway and just, you know, relax before going to bed. So that's what that happened. Have you got any other retreat plans? Or?
I think that was all I was planning to take with me. Maybe. We'll see. That's the plan at this stage.
Yeah.
Now
I've got a couple of other plans listed in November.
Yes. I was going to talk about November
as
well.
Okay, beautiful.
So that was next on my list of plans.
So what did we come up with last time? Knock it over November?
Knock it over November. Yeah. I will have one little new start in November because it is the last month of spring here in Australia and I want to stitch this one.
We both have this pattern.
Yeah,
and
it's very cute.
I had plans to start it, but it's gone on the back burner.
Yeah. It's not huge. It's very cute. It's a very petite little one. Yeah. And so it's called Hello Spring. It's from the Calico Confectionery. And it's 73 by 81 stitches. And you can see it's not, you know.
It's not huge.
It's not very, you know, the most solid part is the bird, obviously. But so I have that one. I've loaded it into markup. It's all ready to go.
Nice.
And I'm just going to use a little scrap of 16 count cream Ada that I had. The one they've stitched on is a 32 count cream cassia linen.
Okay.
So I did check my 32 counts and a lot of mine were bigger pieces.
Okay.
Rather than cut into it just for something little like this, I'm like, oh, well, I'll see what I've got in 16 count because it'll be the equivalent. So I have that and I'm just going to use some of the Madeira threads that I have in my stash that I've picked up. Some may have come from my neighbour when she gave me all her stitchy stuff or from the... I don't think I bought any from the Nest, but maybe from the D-Stash markets if it was in with a bundle of threads and things like that.
We've picked up threads from everywhere.
So very similar colours to what's on there.
Do you have a plan of when to start it in November?
Probably once we get back from retreat. I think I worked out that if I worked solidly on it, I could get it done in a week.
Oh, like a focus for a week.
So you'd probably get it done in a day.
How many stitches
Me too. I think it was somewhere around 1,500 when I loaded it in.
Well, if I was to get that done in a day, I wouldn't...
1,700 and something.
Okay. If I was to get that done in a day, it would be like, do not disturb. Everyone, I'll be going off social media, you know, like...
Everything.
Don't talk to me. Let me just work on it and bang, I can smash it out. But I reckon I would probably get it done better in 2 days.
Yeah,
because then it wouldn't be so much pressure to, like, you know.
There's no pressure.
Yeah.
It's just as you go. So I'm trying to find it now and I can't see it.
Up the top there?
Oh, there it is.
No? Oh, there it is.
Yeah. 1,749 stitches according to markup. So if I've put all that in right.
Yeah.
So it won't take too long to do, and I would like to do it in spring while we're still in spring.
Well, I wanted to do it.
I couldn't start it. Yeah. You know.
I wanted to do it in spring as well, but with the plans that I've got, they are more important to me than to start something just because it's in spring. So my knock it over November, I've got 6 projects that I would like finished before the end or at the end of the year. Some of them, one of them may slightly go into next year by a day or 2, but that's fine. That to me is still the end of the year.
Near enough to.
Yeah. So we've got Winter Quaker by Primrose Cottage Stitches. We've got Joyful World by the Snowflower Diaries. We've got The Floral Pouch by Doreen Jones. We have The Divine Beasts by Needlelight Designs. I have 324 by Works by ABC. And we also have the Stitchy Chart by Spruce. Now, the Stitchy Chart is the one that was the temperature chart from Spruce Craft Co. that we changed into doing it for our stitching. So every day we record how many stitches we do.
Yep.
And then we have a key. The colours correspond to the key. And then, that gets worked out. Now, that's the one that I think might kind of run over into January because the key on it is not listed on the pattern.
No.
And I want to put the key down the bottom of mine to show when someone looks at it, if they don't know what it's about, they can see it says Stitchy Chart, and then they can see the colours down the bottom, then they can work it out for themselves. Exactly. So I think that one may possibly run over.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Well, I'll give it a go and see how it goes. So those 6 projects will be my focus projects for the month of November.
Mm-hmm. Well, in addition to my new start, and because of knock it over November, I too have decided to pick 6 whips.
You've got 6 as well.
I thought it was a good number.
Yeah.
Apparently I was right.
Yeah. There you go.
And I'm going to put them on a wheel.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to spin a wheel and do as much as I can.
On each one?
Each day. And if it finishes, then I'll just black it out and then spin for another one.
Right.
Because I have got some small ones. Okay. Like at this stage, it looks like Haunted Hounds is going to carry over.
Yep.
So I should be able to knock that one over.
Yeah, it's a small one.
In November.
Yep.
Stay Spooky. It's basically 35%, so there's a possibility. My Tropical Holiday Gnome only needs backstitch to finish that.
Just with that one, that's by cutebroidery.com, favourite gnome on Etsy. Last time, maybe the time before, you had worked on it and we said it. And when I was doing the description to put the links in, I found that it is no longer on favourite gnome on Etsy. You can still buy that pattern on cutebroidery.com though. So
from her website instead.
Yeah.
Haunted Hounds, Tropical Gnome, probably my Stitchy Chart as well. Halloween 2021 is over 50% now and may still get worked on this month, so I could possibly
be closer
knock it over next month.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously my Halloween 31 Days of Halloween from Romy's Creations should be finished at the end of the month.
It will be.
It will be
positive.
It has to be because I got to do one each day.
So you're still down to 4 at the moment, yeah?
So for and like I've got a couple of other small-ish ones that I may work out which ones. But yeah, I was thinking 6, like probably my smallest ones, or the ones closest to finishes. So
yeah. So what's the other 2 that are possibles?
So Haunted Hounds, possibly Stay Spooky.
Well, you already had that in the 4.
Oh, did I? And the Tropical Gnome, the 2021, the Stitchy Chart.
Yep, that's 5.
And then, what else have I got that's close to finishing? Depends how I go with my friend's one, maybe. It's quite a biggish one, though. I will think about that. Cast your votes below, people. If there's one in particular you want to see me work on next month, help me out. Obviously not my biggest one. Like, they're not going to get
Hazel.
Over,
they're going to say Hazel.
Well, she hasn't come up as a spin yet. She's on for this month, but she hasn't come up.
Yeah, you watch. She'll come up now that we've put it out there.
Probably. I have already done my spin for today.
Yep.
And it's Trick or Treat Town.
Oh, excellent.
So I had to message Amy this morning, like, guess what? And then send her the screenshot of it. And she's like, yay.
I haven't done my spin yet.
You want to do yours live?
I was going to do mine live.
I thought about it and then I was like, no, I want to know.
Okay. If by the time we film, I've got a couple of things to do today. By the time I get home,
it won't
get the calendar done
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you see next time me working on this will be what it is. All right, we ready?
finish soon.
Actually, did I even show that as a whip today?
No.
Whoopsie. I'm going to go back and show that as a whip.
Oh my goodness.
So that's Eek Boo Shriek by Primrose Cottage.
You showed the other one that
I
you started.
did.
Because you showed it as a new start.
I did, because I showed the trick or treat. Yeah, and then I put it down and I got out the way. All right, so that's what I showed before, trick or treat.
That was the new start.
I did so much on Eek Boo Shriek, let me tell you. This is Eek Boo Shriek. So this spun up. I took it to I took it to a medical appointment, and I only got the 2 E's in, and then they called my name like, hang on, get up. So that'll be good to get some more on that one. I pretty much got 38 stitches, and that was it. And that's another one I'm working from paper patterns, so it's quite easy to work from the paper pattern, so I didn't bother putting it into markup. And now I should show you what they look like together, right?
Side by side.
And the reason why I had them folded is so I wouldn't spoil the surprise, and then I totally forgot. Okay, here we go.
Yourself.
And yeah, and obviously we're going to try and get it straight when we finish it. But I just think it's going to look so cute, the 2 of them together. So I could probably fit another 2 down the bottom if I really wanted to. But I don't think they have another 2 this small. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Just wait. Maybe they will.
Yeah. So finish these 2 and then just leave it as a finish. And then if they come out with more,
you can add it.
I know what I can put that on. Oh, sorry about that. These things happen.
All right. So any other plans?
Yes, I have another plan.
Uh-oh. How many plans are you making?
Well, you know, whether we get to them or not is another thing.
Yes, that's true.
Now, I was talking to Denise at Coco within the last fortnight, and she was talking to me about the Big Bash thing that I'm going to be doing in December and January. Now, what I'm referring to is the Big Bash cricket. I'm going to be watching the cricket, taking the scores, stitching on the winning team, and then on our Instagram channel, I will put it up. Let's say, for example, Brisbane Heat won, and this is how many stitches you'll need to do for Brisbane Heat. So if you want to play along at home, you can easily follow because you don't need to do all the workings out. They'll all be on Instagram for you. So we were talking about that, and then she said to me, what do you think about Melbourne Cup? And I was like,
that'll be straight after retreat though, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's the first Tuesday in November. And I kind of forgot about Melbourne Cup. And I was like,
because we're not in Melbourne.
So, yeah. Well, it's the race that stops the nation.
Yeah, apparently. Doesn't stop me.
No, it doesn't stop me at all. I sometimes barely even get to listen to it. Usually I find out on the news
after
who
the
won.
fact. Yeah, I forget about it was yesterday.
Okay. Or, you know, it's like 3 o'clock and go, the race will be on. Okay, so basically what you do is if you want to participate, there's 20 odd horses that are listed in the race.
Horses?
Yeah.
They're all odd?
20 odd, like 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29.
I know. You just pause like 20 odd horses.
Yeah, 20 odd.
The horses are odd.
You're odd. See what I have to put up with, work with. Okay.
You know.
20 odd horses,
20-ish?
meaning
20-something.
Yeah, 20-something. Okay, right? Now, some of these horses get scratched, which means, I know where your mind's going. You're not scratching the horses. It means they get pulled out of the race for a certain reason, whether they've got an injury or they're no longer wanting to be raced, whatever the case may be.
Yep.
And then, you know, you've got your ones that go through. So what you do is you can usually find out which horses are racing through the newspaper, or you can find out online.
Do those still exist?
Yeah, apparently they do. Yeah, newspapers still exist. So you can find out how many horses there are and put a whip to each one. Now, if you don't have 20-something odd whips, you can double them up. And And then basically if they get scratched, then you know that obviously that one's not going to be worked on. And then let's say, for example, it comes down to 15 horses racing. So you'll have your 15 whips there, and then whoever wins, you assign a stitch count to. And if you want to go first, second, third, you can assign the stitch counts to all 3.
That sounds like too many for me.
I'm just going to stick with whoever wins. So what I'm going to do is I've got a list of whips, and I don't know how many horses are in there yet. I need to find that out. And usually on the day,
It can still change.
it can change right up to the minute that they race. So I've got a list of whips, however many is on there. Let's say number 14 wins. I'll pick whatever the 14th whip is, and I'll put, I don't know, a couple hundred stitches in, whatever I feel like on the day. And that will be my Melbourne Cup winner. So if you would like to play along at home, you can.
That could be fun.
And it's only one whip that you're working on, so it wouldn't be any different to working on
unless
something
you want to
else.
do first, second, third.
Yeah, you can do first, second, third if you want. You can match the whips up however you like, whether they have a funny name or a spooky name. You know, it might go for a spooky whip. They might be beach, or, you know, I'm just trying to think, you know, of different themes of that match the names. Or you could go by colours, because all the jockeys have beautiful silk outfits.
Yes.
And they're gorgeous colours. So you could possibly match it that way as well. So have fun with it. Let us know if you are, let us know if you are interested in playing along, because
that could be fun.
Yeah, I think it could be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that was that plan. I've spoken about the Big Bash that starts December the 14th. So there's still time to get organised for it. That one is 8 teams. I'm only going to be doing the male games, and as I said before, the winners, not both teams, because sometimes there's 2 or 3 games on a day, and I don't want to be stitching on 6 projects for one day. And then so what will happen is the day they're played, the next day is when I will be releasing what the winners are and however many stitches are applicable.
Cool.
After retreat, we'll be doing a retreat video.
Yep. We'll have to squeeze that in somewhere.
So that's somewhere to be planned.
We'll try and do some recording while we're up there as well, but we won't be able to upload until we get home and put it all together.
Yeah, so we can record on site, and then maybe when we come back, we might need to do like sort of an introduction or something like that. So you'll find out soon
pictures
enough.
And whatever else we got to do.
Yeah. And then while we're at retreat, I know there's one thing that I want to purchase, and that is the Whip Warriors Diary for 2026, which has just been released.
Yes.
So it is released digitally or physically. Lisa will be bringing some up to retreat, so I'm going to buy a physical one because I like the physical diary.
Yeah.
I have the one for this year, and it has been fantastic. I've written in it every day. I still have some sections of the book that I need to catch up with, but that's fine because I know where they are and it won't take me long to catch up with them.
Okay.
You know, it's a different layout next year to what it is this year, but this is where I record all my stitches for the day. As you can see, there's a couple of bits here. My stitch count for the year, you know, and it like has room for your projects and all the things. Whoopsie. There's my whip go board. And then I want to get into there we go. So this is what it looks like when you have the daily, like the calendar part of it, right? So I always write in what the date is, and then I write what my whip is, and then how many stitches. Now, if I have, like here, there's 2 whips on that day there. So obviously I've got enough room to write in there. Now this is the A4 size, and I'll be going for the A4 size again because I like the size of this.
Okay.
Lisa is also selling the A5 size, so it's a little bit smaller. So it's more like
you could put it in your project bag. Size, yeah.
Yeah.
A bit easier.
So
or your handbag or whatever.
Yep, I'll be buying one of them at retreat, definitely. They are also available on Amazon, so I'll put the link in the description below. And you can get the physical and the digital. I think both of them are through Amazon because I've seen a couple of people they're starting to be delivered to them.
Excellent.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, I can take a deep breath now.
And then we will move into haul.
Yes.
I have one piece of physical haul. I went to Kmart. Well, actually, I didn't go to Kmart. I ordered it. These are little mini craft coffins. I'll take one out so you can see. So they are only very small.
Cute they are. They're tiny, teeny tiny.
Very cute. And the lid comes off. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them yet, but I will find something Halloween to do with them. And there were 6 in the packet. So yeah.
Decorative pieces.
Something.
Maybe on the board.
I may even be able to stitch something to go in it, like a little vampire or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Tiny. Yeah. All right.
That's all I got. I'm going to sit back now.
I went to Kmart. I physically went to Kmart. I didn't order online.
Yeah, well, they didn't have them at my local one. I tried 2 different Kmarts.
I found some really nice foil tulle for Halloween, and they had a silver web or a purple web.
And of course you went purple.
Well, I did pick up the silver, and then I thought, no, I like the purple one better. So there was that. And then they've got their Christmas stuff out already. So I picked up some
A lot of places had Christmas stuff out before they had Halloween stuff.
Yeah. Well, Christmas, I think, is a bigger seller over here than Halloween.
Yes, true.
Although
Halloween's becoming more and more popular.
It is. I picked up some little mini lights as a trim. I know I've got some of these at home, but I don't know where they are. So
I think I have something similar too.
And then some mini tinsel, because all the tinsel I have at home is
stuff.
white. Yeah, I just want something small and petite
for your finishes.
Yes,
of course.
And then I picked up some ribbons, so a candy cane and a Santa was saying ho ho ho. I'm trying to put these back in the bag as we go because there's quite a bit on the table.
There's a lot on the table and it's not mine.
2 more ribbons, gingerbread man with candy canes, and then this lovely leafy one, and I thought that could be good too because sometimes you want that sort of naturey kind of one. And then these were little figurines, so a little gingerbread house and a gingerbread man and a little tree and a little gingerbread woman and a baby as well.
Very cute.
And then
you
want to hold that one? I picked up these 2 as well. Now last year I picked up this one that's painted and some other ones, and then this year I picked up these ones. My husband's going to help me paint this up, but this one here, the actual backing part there doesn't come off because it's sealed at the back. And so I was like, well, how are we going to do that? And I said, maybe we could just get a can of spray paint and spray it all white or spray it all black or something, a colour to get the background done, and then paint over it because these other parts are like 3D-ish.
Yeah, they're like raised up.
Yeah, they sit on top. So I was like, otherwise it's going to be too tricky to get in those small bits, especially around the O and the R and OR and the web, and in the jack-o'-lantern face and stuff like that, where the really small parts are.
That'll be for hubby to work out.
Yeah. I said to him, you're in charge of that.
Yeah. And so she's got the wooden coffin box as well, and it's got a latch on the side.
Yep, opens up.
And it opens up.
Yep.
And she can put something in there.
Yeah, so that'll be
and keep it contained.
Yeah. Well, I'm planning to use that as a display for something, for finishing and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll just pop that down there so it doesn't make any noise. And then when I was at Coco, I picked up a couple of patterns. Now, this was the one that I was doing earlier that I'd showed you. So it's called To Have and To Fold by Silver Creek Samplers. And it says, When I said I do, I didn't mean the laundry. And I was like, that's cute.
Yep, it's cute.
Then the other one, which was, I know this was a market release, is Boohoo. And it's got the bonus pattern of the eek. Now, what they've done here is made Boohoo into the drum and they've put eek on top. I'm not going to do that. I am just going to stitch Boohoo as it is because I like the way that it flows. And I want to be able to see all of it at once.
Yeah, at the same time.
And then I'll make an ornament or something out of the eek one here.
Yeah, it'll be cute.
Yeah. And then I saw this one from Boomerang Stitches and we were having a bit of a joke about it. And I thought, oh, it's a bit Aussie, you know. And then one of the ladies said to me, oh, it's the 50-year anniversary of the movie Jaws. And I was like, oh, wow. I can't watch that movie because I'll get too scared. I know what's in it.
I think these days it would be kind of funny because
I think because we know it's all mechanical and
yes, TV production and CGI and all the rest of it has come so far.
Yes, and it would kind of not look real. Yeah,
I think it would just look fake. But I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so I've seen bits and pieces of it when it's been advertised, like in different places. But yeah, that's about as much as I've seen. So this is by Boomerang Stitches. So they're also
That's
one of the
from
sisters.
the Hathaway Stitches.
Yeah, they got a Flosstube.
Yeah.
So Amity, I bought your pattern, and I love it. And I think it speaks to us instead of, you know, like a white Christmas, how they have over in the Northern Hemisphere with the snow. It's a great white
summer
Christmas.
for us.
Yes, and we go to the beach in summer, and especially like a lot of people go on Christmas Day. So I was like, well, this kind of speaks to me as being Aussie without being Aussie. And then Denise said, oh, I should do like little red blood drops from the teeth. And I was like, okay, let's calm it down. We'll see. We'll see. And then I was up at Crafty Threads. So I went and saw Sharon. Hi, Sharon. And I ended up picking up my fabric, which is probably a little bit boring, but it's important because it's for my pattern of Mystical Forest. So we might just stick up a picture of Mystical Forest. I keep going to say mythical because of the spooky. And it needs quite a big piece because it's 800 by 800 stitches. So I picked up the fabric and I already previously got all the threads. I got some ball tip needles and another glow in the dark and a fluoro yellow because there's a plan for that.
I got some ball tip needles from Coco as well. But
Oh, yeah, you did too. Yeah.
I don't bother showing them now.
Yep. And then from JK's, I got a little, she gives out a little needle minder. And what I bought was Tropic Troop from Plum Street Samplers. So this is the one I was looking at replacing the flamingos, putting the flamingos in Extraordinary Birds instead of that big last release that was done where it kind of, in my opinion, kind of overtook because it was so big. So with now having that pattern, at least if I need to replace it, I can. I've got the option. But if I don't end up replacing it, I will stitch that as it is and give it to my mum at some stage down the track. She might have to wait a little while. And then I got this sulky metallic thread because I was told by a couple of ladies that this is really good for gridding when you have a hand-dyed fabric or a darker fabric where I can't actually draw the grid on. So I thought, well, I'll get a couple of those, one kind of darker and one kind of lighter, to try out to see if that works out well. I picked up a fat quarter pack from Aldi. So, you know, they have all different ones in there. We went to Daiso and I picked up one of these. And the reason why I picked up one of these is because I want to be able to fit my clipboard and my diary in there for next year. So then when I need to go here or go somewhere like a retreat or something, I can carry them in here and they're not going to get damaged. Okay, where are we up to? Then someone was destashing on Facebook and I got a bit of get a bit of stuff. She gave me some beeswax as a bonus. I'll decide whether I use that or give it away. And then I bought some threads. Now, there's been some talk about these being discontinued. I asked Sharon, and she said that she was told they're not being discontinued. But, yeah, I don't know. So, I don't know if they are or not. There's been a lot of talk about it, but who knows? As far as I'm aware, they're now not. I got some metallics because, you know, you need some metallics. These ones are the ones I really love, is the colour variations. Sorry, I'm not taking them out of the bag because it's just too hard to hold them all. But you can see, they're all the DMC ones. They're the colour variations and, like, they're the higher numbers, like 4,000s. Yeah, I think they're all like 4,000 something. And then there's a whole carton. This is how the DMC comes of ecru. Stick that over there. And then we get to the good stuff, the patterns. So, in order, I'll give them to you when I'm done if you can put them in front of you.
Oh, and then I get to keep them?
You wish.
Not really.
Now she was she was selling 3 in a bundle. So when you said that you wanted the bundle, you got the 3 in the bundle. So that was one of them. A lot of these I actually said next in line, and she said to me, I have a spare of that and that and that. Do you want it? And I was like, oh yes please. I fell in love with this one. The beautiful colours. I think that'd be really nice on a Paddock Lane Designs bubblegum or something.
Yeah.
Is it bubblegum?
She's got something that smells
the
like
one I'm thinking of.
I do.
Yeah.
I should have fairy floss, but I don't know.
Now this is one of the ones that I've been wanting for a little while. Embroidery, Queen Goddess of the Sea. And then this is the other one that I've been wanting for a while. So Bellatrix. So this one I almost got to start for Spooktober. And then because we were doing the Nora Corbett's.
I will take that one. That was the only one that's really appealed to me, I think.
Because we were doing the Nora Corbett, I decided to stick with that one instead of that one.
I still haven't started Eva yet because she hasn't spun up either.
She's got to get into gear. Gwen's going to be lonely without her. Queen Sari. That one. One of the ones that was in the bundles I actually already had. And I said to the lady, I'm happy to leave that behind if somebody else wants it because I already have one of them. And she said, oh, I can just swap it out with something else. And I was like, oh, okay, thank you. This one I really love too. I love the tail on that. She's so pretty. Triton. Now he's the only male in the collection that I've got. So
he's the king.
This is actually the replacement one. Yeah, he's the king, yeah. This is actually the replacement one that she put in for me. So that was great because that matches one of the other ones that I already have at home. And then I'm going through a whole duck/goose phase at the moment.
Duck goose.
Yeah. So I got this, and this just screams 90s to me because when I was a kid, I knew a lady and she had duck everything. So there was that one and this one. I just think they're so cute. They got some personality. And they, yeah, you know, like these were all de-stashed, so they were reduced prices. So they're pretty good. I can't remember actually saying yes to this one, but then I went back and said, yeah, I had put yes, me please. So yeah, I don't know why. This one I remember. This one was the one I was like really keen on. And you know, if you know me, you know why. I love elephants. They're my favorite animals. So I was like, yeah, it's definitely one for next year.
Okay. You're going to do a year of elephants or something.
I probably could, you know.
You probably could.
That and flamingos.
Yeah.
The puppy dog with the shoe. Grandpa's shoe. And then she gave me a freebie of a 2010 Holiday Cherub by Mirabilia Designs. Now, I'm not sure it's a free one or not, but that's it. I'm not showing you closely.
It doesn't have a cover photo.
No, it doesn't have a cover. And then this last one.
Oh,
I love you. And it's little gnomies.
that's cute.
And this one's actually got, is it perforated plastic or is it plastic canvas? I can never remember which one's which. One's got square holes and one's got round holes.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell which ones these are because I think it's perforated plastic. It possibly tells you if you, oh, maybe not.
I want to make it.
It says plastic canvas, but I think it's got the round holes, so it's actually perforated plastic.
So anyway, that's that one. And then that is it for physical haul.
Wow. All right, she's going to pack all this up now. Okay. I do have a little bit of digital haul.
A couple pieces.
Not heaps, just a couple of little things. The first one I bought.
I'm laughing because I say couple, and I know Kylie's like, is that a couple? It's not a couple. So yeah.
Okay, so it's more than 3 then.
Yeah. Just having a little inside joke in my head. It's all right.
Okay. The first pattern that I bought is called Once Bitten.
Ooh.
And it
Twice
is,
shy?
No, just Once Bitten. And it's from Ghost Rocket Studio on Etsy.
Ah.
And I am going to change it a little bit.
What are you going to do to change it?
I'm going to change the words. To bite me.
You just have to work out how to do an M. Yeah.
I'll work it out.
Yeah. Because the other letters are all in there.
So, yes, I'll be able to work that out myself. I may even pick a different font or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
We'll
that's
see.
true.
I don't mind that font, but if I can't work it out,
Yeah.
I might have to find one online somewhere. Because I need to be immortal to finish all my stitching.
So you're encouraging them to come and bite you.
It's an invitation.
Yeah.
That's why I want to change it to bite me.
Oh, dear. Okay.
So anyway, that one's cute.
Yeah.
And then
next.
this one is called Dead Inside but Spicy. This one is from Witch's Garden Crafts, and it was a freebie on their Patreon. And I just thought it was hilarious. Yes, I have a friend who describes her son as spicy, and she likes Halloweeny things too. So it actually made me really think of her. But I thought it was funny, and it was a freebie, so I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll grab that.
Is the white things pill bottles, or are they like?
My thought was that it was like the takeaway coffee cups.
Yeah, I can see that.
Maybe
now.
it's like a pumpkin latte or something.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. Actually, yeah.
Is what
that's probably
made
more
sense to me.
pumpkin spice latte. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
And then
Oh yes, I recognise this one.
I was enabled by the lovely Adelaide from Adelaide Stitches to buy this one, which is Mini Solar System from Cloud's Factory. I got it from their website because my kids want it. They want me to stitch it for them.
Are your kids now wanting a Space September? You'll have to tell them to wait till next year because September's over.
Yeah, I know. No, they're just obsessed with the solar system and the planets and things at the moment. So when they saw that one, and like it wasn't expensive.
It's cute too. Like it really is. It's a cute soul. And I guess with them learning, you know, throughout school, they can learn how many, you know.
They know all the planets and the order and what they look like and what colour they are and all the things.
You give them pop quiz.
Yeah.
What's the 4th planet from the sun? What's the 6th?
No, I'm not going to do that. So yes, so they were the ones that I bought, yes, because Adelaide was stitching this in her Space September.
Yes, she was,
and I believe that was for her kids too.
Yes, it was,
And it's a very cute little one, and like it shouldn't take too long, I don't think.
Well, I don't know.
It's not huge. It's 180 by 24 stitches, and I have when I was looking for fabric the other day for the little Hello Spring one, I did find a bit of a strip of nice blue that could work if it's long enough. I haven't measured it.
Okay, so you know what I was just thinking when you were talking about fabric? I was thinking about, you know, the Ada band, the bookmark one that I showed last time, you know, with the frilled scalloped edges. So you could just like, because you know, 24 should fit in there, like high, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
but it's still, although I do have some of that on a roll.
Yeah. That's what I thought
It's an idea, especially if my blue strip of fabric doesn't work.
There you go. You're welcome.
I shall think about that. But yeah, that is the end of my digital haul. That's
Okay.
all I got. Now, how many couples did you get?
Well, I got three
couple of couples?
free ones and three paid ones and one free one. Oh my gosh, words today.
It's a day ending Hawaii, so words ahead.
That's right. Okay, so I got enabled, like you, but not from Adelaide. I got enabled by Amy from Anxiety.Stitched. So Amy and Kylie have been doing the Titanic sale since at least April. Yeah, April.
Because that was the anniversary.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
And then they're doing the Trick or Treat Town by Flossabilities. And Amy said, like in our chat, I really should do a sale with Rose so she doesn't feel left out. And I was like, thank you so much. So we were chatting and I said to her, you know, I watched her Flosstube and I said, oh, Christmas, we need to decide on what we're doing for Christmas. So I suggested some patterns and she suggested some patterns. And then I fell in love with a couple of patterns that she had suggested. So I was like, that's fine. I'm happy to buy another pattern. It's not a problem. So the pattern I got enabled by is called Elf.
Yeah.
And it's by Hoops and Crosses, which is a UK company, and it's on their website. And it's the Elf movie that's at Christmas time with Will Ferrell in it. And so it is based on that. The people who made Elf don't have any connection to this pattern. No. It's just a fan-based one. So, and it does it really well, I thought. So I bought that one. And then as I was looking for that one, I saw a couple more. And they have a lot of fan-based ones for TV shows or movies or whatever, right? So the other one I saw that was based off a movie was I Carried a Watermelon. And we all know that this is from Dirty Dancing. And Dirty Dancing was one of my favourite movies growing up. And I can see the scene and I can see Baby with the watermelon as she's saying it. So, yeah, I was like, yes, I definitely have to do that one. And then I found a 90s kid pattern. Now, this is the one I was talking about before in plans for retreat, that if I was going to start one on the Sunday, this would be the one. So, because at retreat, I'm doing spooky on the Friday, 80s on the Saturday, 90s on the Sunday. So this would be the one if I was going to start. And I had a look at it and I was like, I had a Tamagotchi. I had one of those rings that had the lollipop. I didn't have whatever that, is it Furby? Yeah, I didn't have one of them. I watched a lot of VHS.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure what the heart thing refers to. If it's like a jewelry box or something. But I do remember the S symbol, and that was drawn everywhere by so many kids. Like you draw it on your books and all the things. And then we had the little, what's those little, Pac-Man? Not Pac-Man.
Yeah, from Pac-Man.
Is it from Pac-Man? Yeah. So a little video game thing. So yeah, I thought, that speaks to me. I like that one. So yeah. So I bought that one. And then the freebie I got is called Robin, I should say. And robins appear when lost loved ones are near. And I was like, oh, that's cute. That's really sweet. So they're the 4 digital ones that I got.
Yeah. Cool.
They all travelled together, so they didn't get lost. They held each other's hand and they said, we're on the way to Rose Place.
Oh, dear.
So that's it.
Okay.
All right. Now we've got RAK'S.
We do have some RAK'S.
Right.
I picked up from the centre where we have our craft groups this little frame.
I looked at this on the way in and then I put it down and I was like, I don't really need it.
Yeah, I'm like, do I or don't I? I'm like, well, I have one opportunity to get it. So I'm like, well, I'll get it. And if I never use it, then I can always give it away again.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Got that.
Then we went to a stitchy meetup and we got some fabric.
Yes, a lovely lady came in and she was just, I don't know if it was hers or
I'm not sure.
Somebody else's.
So I got some linen and then I got a couple of little pieces of even weave.
Yeah. And I got some of each as well. I've got these beautiful blues and just some neutral ones. And then this is like a single bed sheet.
Humongous one.
It is so big. Because
is that Ada?
it might be. It looks like a 20 count Ada, maybe, or an 18 count. Something like that.
Yeah, it's not linen and it doesn't look like even weave, really.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, looks like Ada.
Yeah, it could be. And yeah, no, I think it was someone else's
I heard someone say that,
her mother or auntie or something.
Oh,
somebody, because they used to do ginormous pieces like massive flags and stuff. She was telling me,
oh right,
and that's why there was this massive piece there. And I'm like, well, I'm probably not going to do anything
gonna do a
that
flag?
big. I will probably cut it down.
bedspread.
And she said, "That's fine. Do what you want." I'm like, "Yeah, I could literally make a bedspread out of this
why
because
not?
it's big enough."
One of those big full coverage ones, you know.
I don't think so. I think I'll cut it down for some smaller things.
Yeah.
I may even, dye some of it.
Yeah.
For things if I need a particular colour and don't have it, and that's there, going.
Yep. Alrighty, so that was RAK'S.
Yep.
Now we're into
Flosstubes. Okay, so I have been watching Adelaide's daily videos. So 31 days of Halloween stitching 2025.
That's it.
And I haven't seen today's. And
Because we've been filming.
yep, and I haven't seen yesterday's either because I was busy in it.
I've seen yesterday's.
At the time I was looking at watching something, it hadn't come out yet.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I
watched up to yesterday's yesterday, so the only one I haven't seen is today's.
Yeah, which I've just seen has already come out.
Yes.
She's been earlier on it today. And I've also watched Amy from Anxiety.Stitched, of course. She had a couple of finishes and she has started her first full coverage project. And you're welcome. I may have enabled her when Tilton Crafts were having a bit of a
I wondered how long it
sale.
would take until she got the itch to start it.
Yep. So it is a Jack Sparrow pattern that she got from Tilton Crafts. And it's full coverage.
And she's wanting to know hints and tips and tricks of how you work with full coverage.
Yes.
I would say for me is to probably cut it to size if you can, if you're sure of how big it's going to be. So measure it out. And it's easy to measure out when you've got the grid, you know what I mean? Because you can just count across. And then to stop it from fraying, I would either overlock or zigzag stitch the sides.
Yeah.
The other thing is find what works best for you. So some people are cross country like myself. Some people like to stitch on the diagonal. Some people like to stitch, royal rows. Some people like to stitch, like a certain colour for, and then move to a different part of the, like images in the pattern is what I'm saying.
I use the parking method.
Yep.
So I
Kylie
sort of
uses
do
the parking.
my 10 by 10 square, and then if the thread carries down or across, then I move it to where it should be or where I think it should be.
Some people like to do,
and then park it there.
Some people like to do a page, but I've heard that some people get lines in their stitching when they do the pages. Now, the whole reason why that happens is because your tension changes. That's the reason why you get the lines. So I wouldn't do that. I would be so disappointed in myself and what I've done at the end of it if I saw the lines. Yeah. That's just a personal opinion.
I do end up with a jagged side. So if I'm stitching and there's 4 of one colour in my
second page
10 by 10 block or even in the 10 by 10 block, I don't ever just do literally that 10 by 10 block and then do the next 10 by 10 block.
Yeah.
If right on your line one stitch goes into the next block, I will do that one stitch while I'm already doing that row.
Yeah.
So it's always sort of staggered.
Yes.
So
and the more
I don't end up with those lines.
The more you can stagger it, the less noticeable it would be because you're not stopping at the same point every time.
Yeah.
But the way I think everybody is so different with their full coverages. There's not like one size fits all.
No.
So I think you just need to get in and try it out and see what works for you, because who knows, you know, like
like Ro and I don't do the same thing.
Yeah.
For full coverages. So
And see, I don't get any lines with mine because I'd go cross country. So you have cross country is sort of stitching that particular color in that page. And then there's extreme cross country, whereas you stitch that color over multiple pages. Sometimes I do that. It just depends, because if I have the full chart up, I'll just keep going with that color, you know, and the pages are like, it doesn't matter to me because I don't see the pages. I'm only seeing the actual highlighted
But
part.
that's why I do the parking, so I don't have to count, you know, all the way across to wherever the next colour is. And I just do it for the next stitch, and then I'll leave it there. And then when I get to that block and stitch in my parked threads, because I've noticed that some of those I've not counted properly. So that's why I do the parking, because I'm too scared to do one colour the whole way across and think, oh no, I have to unpick all that.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing, is our brains, as in general human beings, we're all different. They work differently. And so different things work for everyone. The only other tip I would give is, if you are starting a full coverage and you have the gridded fabric, start in the one place, and wherever you start there is the start of your next block of 10. And you know, like going across and going down. So where the lines intersect, if you use that particular stitch where they intersect, that's your like number one square of your 100 in the block. That will always be your number one square as you go across. If where the lines intersect and you choose this one that's just here, that's one down from that line and one in from that line, then that will always be your number one. So and then you'll end up, your 10 will be on the line. So you just need to work out where you want to start it. And if you start it where they intersect, that's your number one. So your 10 will end up in the square that's before the next intersect. Hope that makes sense. I should have pulled out my fabric to demonstrate it.
Never mind.
But if that hasn't made sense and you're like, Ro, what are you talking about? Explain it better.
Send her a message.
Let me know. And that's open to everybody as well. You know, like it's not just for Amy.
Oh, no. Yeah.
But
Open invitation.
That's just the way that I work it and what's worked for me.
Yeah.
So.
Was it Amy or was it someone else I watched that talked about possibly using masking tape on the edge of their fabric?
Yeah, I think Amy did mention that. I've watched a couple that I've heard masking tape. Now, masking tape used to be used back in the day, like maybe in the 80s. But when you rip the masking tape off, it'll like fray your fabric.
Thread. And if it's not acid free, it can damage the fabric as well.
Now, some people still use masking tape these days. But I think if you used masking tape, you would have to then frame it or do whatever it is with the masking tape on it.
Or you got to cut it off.
Yeah, or cut it off. Yeah, I wouldn't be confident pulling it off because it would fray your fabric.
Yeah, it takes it with it.
But and I know she said she doesn't have an overlocker, but Amy, grab a cheap one from Spotlight because you will not regret it. Let me tell you.
Or you just do what I do and use a zigzag stitch on the sewing machine.
Yeah.
That works well too.
The zigzag stitch doesn't work as well as an overlocker like thing,
but it works well
it will still hold, like, you know, it will still hold your thread in there, zigzagging, whereas an overlock, it actually goes all the way around. So it holds it just a bit tighter.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I don't have an overlocker. Yeah. And I don't feel the need for one.
Not going to be out off you. But yeah, they are a great little machine to have. So yeah.
And also Amy has been she started doing interviews with non-stitchers.
Yes, I watched that one, her mate.
Yeah.
And that was really interesting.
It was. And he was zooming along.
Yeah, he was just powering through.
Yeah. So she's starting with like friends and family members who have never stitched before. She'll show them how to stitch and then start an interview with them while they're stitching, and she'll stitch along with them.
And there was a little bit about his background and he showed he's got pet snakes, and so he showed them, and the beautiful sort of setting that he lives with. He lives beside a lake, so it was beautiful.
They had beautiful outdoor stitching session, which Amy said she hadn't done before. Yeah, outdoor stitching. And I have.
Very
I've done
nice.
it. I've
Very
done
well.
a fair bit,
Well
yeah.
done.
Yeah. So a couple of new things there for Amy. So that's awesome.
Yep. The other one I wanted to mention was Helen D. I watched it yesterday. She had a Flosstube extra and it was a finishing tutorial. So she has started stitching the bottles that are in, I think, the October issue of the Crossstitcher magazine. And she's done the classic cat puke and she's done Web of Lies. That was the other one.
I won't be done that one.
And yeah, so it's one pattern and there's all these different bottles on it.
And potions and things, yeah.
Yeah, and so she's decided to separate them and stitch them separately.
As stand-ups.
And then use them as stand-ups. So she was doing a finishing tutorial on how you would go about doing that if you wanted to do it like her.
They look great.
And yeah.
And
it was really interesting. So while I was doing some ironing, I could have Helen on in the background and I could actually listen to her and yeah.
Any others that you would like to mention at this point?
Quickly going through. Oh, Notorious Needle. That was the other one I wanted to mention. Now, Bridget's back from her holiday.
Yay!
And she had a couple of months. Was it a couple of months?
3 months, I think.
Yeah.
They had 3 months worth of stitching and stuff to catch up on.
That's right. Yes, it was. And so that was great. Now they put that over 2 separate videos because it was going to be way too long over the one video. And so Sarah and Bridget were showing lots and lots of different projects.
Bridget had some finishes.
Yes. And she's now, I think she said she's now down to 5 whips.
Wow.
And I was like, what? How do you do that?
Yeah.
No, I know how she does it because I was watching. But yeah, it was very, very good couple of videos to watch.
Yes.
I think that's about it.
Okay. So that's pretty much it for us today. We do have a Buy Me a Coffee link down below. So if you would like to support us financially, obviously that would be lovely.
Yep.
We do use any funds we get to run competitions, pay for prizes and postage and all the things that go along with that.
There'll be one coming up soon.
Yeah. So not a compulsory thing, but if you are feeling generous, then yeah, we would muchly appreciate it. Other than that, if you've gotten this far, please like, subscribe, share the video with your friends and leave us a comment. We do love to hear from everybody. And yeah, definitely love seeing our subscribers numbers go up. So if you haven't subscribed, please do consider it. And if you hit the little bell icon, you can choose to be notified when we put out a new video.
And it'll pop up and it'll tell you they've got a new video.
You've been notified. So until next time.
Stay crafty.